The 11-14 Rockets came home with a winless three-game road trip. Houston lost to Dallas on Saturday in a tight matchup with both teams either scoring or trailing by a maximum of just 3 points in each quarter. Despite the loss, Rockets head coach Mike D'Antoni says that if Houston plays with the type of urgency they had against Dallas, the Rockets will win more games. In Saturday's game against the Jets, Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson threw for 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. The second-year quarterback also had a completion percentage of 78.57%. Texans head coach Bill O'Brien says that Watson has the knowledge and poise to make quick, tough decisions. Browns quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Baker Mayfield had a rough first half, throwing 3 interceptions, which hasn't happened since his freshman year at Texas Tech back in 2013. However, Texans head coach Bill O'Brien gives Mayfield credit, saying that going up against a Texans defense is not easy for a rookie quarterback. The Rockets beat the Warriors 107-86, a season high for Houston. The last time the Rockets beat the Warriors by 20-plus points was in 2013. However, the Rockets' main goal was not to beat Golden State. Guard James Harden says that his team went into this game focusing on improvements offensively and now says things are looking good. The chemistry between quarterback Deshaun Watson and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins was obvious in Monday night's win against the Titans. Watson threw multiple clean passes to Hopkins, each over 20 yards. However, that chemistry is no surprise to head coach Bill O'Brien. Rockets bench played big minutes with big energy in Thursday night's 126-111 win over LA. Rockets forward Daniel House Jr. made 15 points in the 29 minutes that he did play. MVP James Harden says that the bench has been making huge strides on the court. Rockets guard Gerald Green says Houston has found their energy. The Rockets won their first game since a 3-game losing streak on Tuesday to Portland. Rockets head coach Mike D'Antoni says that the 111-103 victory over the Trailblazers came from the aggression and energy the Rockets put out on the court. The Texans' historic win continues after winning their 9th straight game against the Browns on Sunday after starting with an 0-3 record. The Texans now have a 3-game lead in the AFC South with only 4 more games left to play. However, Texans head coach Bill O'Brien says that he is not letting the wins get to his head and that the Texans are staying focused and humbled going into this week's game against the Colts. Despite Houston's loss, Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass in 18 consecutive games, which is the longest streak in Texans franchise history. For Big State Sports, I'm Tessa Andrade. Every year, the Houston Astros travel to Florida for spring training, and every year they're followed by a hardcore group of fans who come here to see their players up close and personal. Being that it was my first time at this stadium, I met up with the general manager to give me a little more info. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes this ballpark so special?
We are the newest spring training facility right now. We're 160 acres big, but once you enter the stadium, you have a full walk-around concourse. You have kind of a panoramic view of the stadium the moment you enter it.
So the first big difference you notice is obviously the stadium. Now don't get me wrong, I love Minute Maid Park, but there's also a lot to love about the ballpark of the Palm Beaches. For starters, the stadium's a lot smaller. It fits about 7,000 people and every single one of them has a great view. I can't say enough how much I love my Astros, but one subject that is particularly close to my heart is also something that I share with one of the players.
We wanted to do something for everybody here, and it's about time we brought something home for the great city of Houston.
SAY is the Stuttering Association for the Young, and it's a group organization that helps put kids in touch with other kids of that the same nature, and it has a great camp that kids can go to and just be around people who are like themselves and to not feel isolated.
It was so cool to see someone be so open, and I was wondering if you've always been that open about it.
No, it took me probably till I was about 24 to be like, you know what, who cares, I am who I am.
All right guys, that does it for me here at Palm Beach. This was such an incredible experience, and if you're a baseball fan, you should definitely put this on your bucket list. After all, you know what we say, you only live once. Come Christmas time, the Riverwalk is transformed with holiday lights and decorations with events that they host all season long, including tonight with the Ford Holiday River Parade. The parade has been run every year since 1980, but this year is a particularly special one as the city celebrates its tricentennial. That's right, San Antonio is turning 300. To kick things off, up first was a Christmas music concert at the Arneson River Theater, a very unique San Antonio venue. The performances at the Arneson Theater really put me in the Christmas spirit. Now I found my seat by the beautiful San Antonio Riverwalk, so now let the parade begin! And the creativity and uniqueness of each boat was simply magical. All right, guys, so I think that I speak for everyone here tonight when I say that this parade was so much fun. Special thanks to Maggie Thompson and South Texas Ford and everyone who was involved in putting this amazing parade together. As you guys can see, when you visit San Antonio and the Riverwalk during this time of year, it's absolutely beautiful. Night, y'all.